Today on IPR,
World leaders gather in Zurich today to discuss the implications of the recent discovery of a change in the Earth's orbit around the Sun. A change, scientists say, slight enough to have gone undetected for years, but significant enough to cause massive global climate disturbances within the next 20 years.
It is nearly impossible for us to fathom the significance of this change in the Earth's orbit and its accompanying climate disturbances. But I think it is safe to say that accountability for all of this can be fairly objectively placed on the Jews.
Stocks have risen steadily almost every day for the past 3 months. Could this be a sign of improving confidence in the economy, or simply people's attitudes about the economy becoming more confident?
Trapped in a roll-top desk for 36 hours. Sound uncomfortable? You bet.
all this on IPR, Irrational Public Radio.
Imagine for a moment being atop the world's third tallest building, jumping off, and landing safely on the ground a full 30 seconds later. That's precisely what Janice Claycomb, a New Hampshire high school badminton coach, imagined herself doing.
I imagine myself being atop the world's third tallest building, jumping off and landing safely on the ground a full 30 seconds later. Sometimes I like to imagine I'm a carrot. And just yesterday I sat in a chair in my living room for over an hour imagining I was Nipsey Russell.
Claycomb was born and raised on a small rhubarb farm in a part of New Hampshire just minutes from the Pennsylvania border.
I once imagined myself being one of those pretzel rods.
We asked Claycomb what influences brought her to such extraordinary flights of the imagination.
Art Buchwald, the Coasters, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Buddha, Siegfried and Roy, Dean Martin, the cast of Laugh-In, Louis Pasteur, Desi Arnaz Jr., Lyndon Johnson, Pat Benatar, of course, the 51 Pittsburgh Steelers, Kate Smith, Ravi Shankar, my mother, Hans Christian Andersen, Spiro Agnew, the Mona Lisa, Kiwanis, the McDonald's Corporation, Boba Fett, Ethel Kennedy, Dean Martin, Voltaire, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Oda Hagen, Gleep and Gloop from the Herculoids, God, George Washington Carver, and Gallagher.
You're tuning into listener-supported public radio, WFDM in Boston, operating on a bandwidth of 12,000 watts, serving the greater Boston area as well as Stoughton, Groton, Milton, Hingham, Dedham, Stoneham, Canton, Raynham, and the Yucatan. With the local weather, here's Bill Graham.
Tonight will be cold, warm, and cloudy with lots of sunshine, while later on tonight little rain may be possible, with temperatures dropping into the mid-90s. Expect snow tonight around 10, after which things will probably clear up by this evening. We can look forward to a bright afternoon tonight, with clouds clearing up and becoming cloudy somewhere around 10. Hopefully that shouldn't last too long. Bundle up tonight. We're looking at 2 to 3 inches on the ground by 10 and 4 to 6 by 9:30. That should all be cleared up by around 8, just in time for some more snow around 10. Right now in Boston, it's 72.
Ever wonder what makes newspaper taste salty? Or how bees can fly faster than the speed of sound? Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered why the biggest stars give off a slight hum if you stare at them long enough? Join me, Dr. Wilfred Petty, every Friday from 6 to 8 for Discovery, and find answers to all your questions about nature, physics, and the everyday wonders of this planet. For the month of November, we'll be broadcasting live from the Diller Observatory in Cozumel, Mexico, where we'll be examining the Palomita meteor shower and how it will affect the taste, smell, and buoyancy of human flesh for the next 5 generations. Discovery, discovery. Join us, won't you?
Bong, ba, bong, 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 bong. IPR, Irrational Public Radio.
Visit us on the web at irrationalpublicradio.com.